I've got a courtroom downstairs if you want to have any quick downstairs, yeah?
Too many guns.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
This is a self-service courtroom.
Hello.
Okay. Sorry.
Good evening. Hello. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Very good.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening.
There's a courtroom downstairs if you want to hang any
No, I'm
pictures.
meant to hang on, sorry.
The courtroom is downstairs if you want to hang
Right. Yes.
Is it possible to sit in
There's a courtroom, sir.
I will.
Ah oui, ça c'est super.
How are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you, Bunt?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
Evening. So, there's a courtroom if you want to use it downstairs, or you can take it with you, sir.
Okay, I'll just take it with me.
There is a courtroom if you need to use that. You can keep it with you, yes.
Where is the courtroom?
Huh?
Downstairs.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
Good evening.
Turn me down.
Great to see you. I haven't seen you.
I'm good, sir. Great to be here.
The church. Photograph of when I was
Lord Lion, ladies and gentlemen of Clan Gunn, today we are making history. For more than 200 years, the chiefship of Clan Gunn has been dormant, the bloodline having died out in 1785. This evening, we are here to witness the investiture of Iain Gunn of Gunn, with the new chiefly arms graciously presented to him by the Lord Lion, King of Arms. Iain Gunn of Banniskirk has served the clan as its commander for over 40 years, during which time many efforts were made to find a chief in the bloodline of the last known incumbent, Morrison Gunn, who died while serving in the army in Gibraltar. When it became apparent after considerable research that no one was able to prove a claim to the chiefship, armigers, presidents of the overseas branches of the clan, past presidents, and commissioners of Clan Gunn petitioned the Lord Lion to grant the chiefly arms to Iain Gunn of Banniskirk. A family convention was held in July 2015, called and conducted by John Malden, unicorn pursuivant at the Lion Court. He listened to the petitioners and took away their petition to put before the Lord Lion, who, after due deliberation, allowed the petition and issued the interlocutor granting the chiefship in the person and line of Iain Gunn. I would like now to call upon the Lord Lion, King of Arms, to present to Iain Gunn of Gunn the first known chiefly arms to be used by him and his successors for all time coming. My Lord Lion.
President, Chief of the name Gunn, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great privilege for me to be here tonight, and this is an honourable and a historic occasion. Unfortunately, this is the first public occasion I've had in about 2 weeks, as while walking up in the Isle of Lewis, I fractured my foot. So a broken foot is a bit of a hobble for those of you who've ever had this affliction, but it's the same affliction as David Beckham has. But I don't have his money, I'm afraid. But it's a delight to be with you tonight, and particularly it's a delight because we've come to break something that should have been broken many years ago, and that's to appoint a chief to the Clan Gunn. There's a lot of case law and a lot of procedure around how we do clan activities. And one of the highest judges in the land, a number of decades ago, said that it was almost an abomination if a clan did not have a chief, and also that chief should emerge from the clan itself. So it's not my job to appoint any chief, it's your job. And the process that was put in by my predecessors was the process known as a family convention. And that was rightly held last year under the expert eye of John Malden, who's here tonight, Unicorn Pursuivant at that time. And he did a most wonderful job at seeing that the process was done fairly, timeously, above board, and with a sense of clan transparency. That what emerges tonight is a chief that all of you have agreed to support and to follow. And there can't be anything more wonderful than that. The idea of a clan without a chief is a bit like a headless chicken. It seems to me to make no sense. And if we are going to celebrate the living history of Scotland through the clans and in the diaspora, whether you be from New Zealand, whether you be from Holland, whether you be from California, as the commissioners will be shortly commissioned are from, it is about that diaspora, the Scottish connection. One of my most wonderful experiences, besides tonight, which is actually going in the diary as one of my most wonderful experiences, was to attend the Highland Games in North Carolina last year. And on the first day, on a very wet day, with the mud and soil red and covering everything, 15,000 expatriate Scots or association with Scotland turned out to the Highland Games. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. There was 50 stalls representing the different clans and names of Scotland. And the celebration was wonderful. People of high levels of articulation and historic knowledge of Scotland, and folk with a Scottish name who'd simply gone out and bought a yard of tartan to put on to celebrate their Scottishness. And that's good as well. So today we come to be part of the living history, to put back together, hopefully as my foot will be put back together, the Clan Gunn to its health and to its happiness and to its prosperity by appointing a chief. As many of you will know, the process is torturous to get here because the appointments of commanders can sometimes stay in place for 5-10 years before we move towards the appointment of a chief. But that's appropriate too, to make sure that the rightful bloodlines, if there is a claim, are actually tested. Now, I don't know any further testing that can be done for the Clan Gunn in relation to identifying a chief, and that was why after the family convention I was content, under the recommendation of John Malden's expert eye, to appoint this particular chief and to move this clan forward. In your arms themselves, there is magnificent things for you to see, and the letters patent are here, and I'll show them and hand them over to your chief very shortly. But one of the things there is actually the supporters, and the supporters that are there represent Pictish figures. And those supporters show the honour and the position and the status of a chief. It is only those of significant status that are awarded supporters. And this marks the difference in now your chief from yourselves heraldically and within this position. What I was also highly moved by within the arms was the simplicity of them. And part of Scottish heraldry is always benefited from a simplicity. And you'll see the galley itself with the white background standing out as a clear banner for you to particularly move yourselves around as a clan and to go from strength to strength. Many of you here will have a deep interest in Scotland, and my interest in Scotland bases around its Christianity and its development. And in the kind of Celtic period of Christianity in Scotland, there was great sojourners who moved throughout the land, and they marked things with significance. And they marked them primarily with cairns, and I think you all will know what a cairn is. And I believe this is the cairn tonight of the Clan Gunn, when we come to install your new chief and to give you a head to go from strength to strength. And in saying that, I'm tying each of you to the living history of Scotland as we move forward on the journey for this clan. And that's very important indeed. Again, another important thing tonight is for you to enjoy this. Many people will have had a lot of hard work. Unfortunately, I've been enjoying far too much of the whiskey recently by the way of painkillers. Or at least that's the story I'm keeping to in public. And I hope that you too can come to celebrate not only this achievement, this cairn building in the living history of the Clan Gunn, but also to enjoy the living history of hospitality, enjoyment, fellowship, and good times together. So congratulations to you as a clan. Congratulations to your clan, even if you've been pretty slow and take 200 years to get a chief. You now have it. And you now have in the chief somebody, I believe, that has all the characteristics that will lead you from strength to strength and give you a real sense of what it means to be a modern clan here in Scotland and in the diaspora in the future, and take you into places that you've maybe never gone. And my hope for you is that with this leadership, that you will become a significant contributor to sending out the message and the good news that Scotland's alive. And that Scotland's alive, whether it be here in Edinburgh, whether it be in Holland, whether it be in California, or whether it be in New Zealand. And we're all proud to be Scots, as we're proud tonight to actually come to the installation of your new chief. And I would ask you to do two things for me before I present the letters pattern. First of all, to congratulate your chief. And secondly, again, a mark of my congratulations and appreciation for the work of the supervising officer, John Malden, who did an excellent job in being able to steer you to this particular stage and cairn in your clan life. Now I'm about to hand over these letters pattern, which many of you will not have seen, which I explained to you has the very simple but significant charge of a red galley on a white shield, with a Pictish woman and a Pictish warrior as the supporters. And it reads at the very beginning, "To all and sundry whom these presents do or may concern, we, Joseph John Morrow, one of Her Majesty's councillors learned in the law, Lord Lion, King of Arms, send greetings." And then from that it goes on to appoint Iain Alexander, Gunn of Gunn and of Banniskirk, Chief of the name and arms of Gunn. And that tonight, by the handing over of these arms, has begun for the future of this clan. Congratulations to you, sir, and congratulations to the clan. Thank you for your attention, ladies and gentlemen.
Lion, Snowdon Herald, cousins and friends, thank you, Lion, for this magnificent grant of arms to me as chief of the name Clan Gunn, presented on what I understand is the 900th anniversary of the death of St. Magnus, from whose family we all claim descent. It's one of these things. The St. Dominic Day dinner is normally held on the 17th, but St. Magnus Day is actually today. And these are, in fact, our two patron saints. So it's a very, I think, significant day. I've been honored to have led our ancient clan as commander for the past 44 years, during which time I've enjoyed the kinship and friendship of members of the clan both at home and abroad. While clans may seem a feature of the past to some, I've been deeply impressed by how important family roots and connections are to so many people, particularly for those who have settled overseas. I have been glad to help to revive and promote our clan and the strong spirit of kinship within it since the Clan Gunn Society was established in Edinburgh in 1960. And I was delighted yesterday to meet someone who was actually at that meeting as a teenager. And that's a long time ago. We now also have thriving societies in North America and New Zealand, and hope to establish an organisation in Australia in the near future. Although one of the smaller clans, we are one of the most active with a significant clan heritage centre in our homeland. And this could not have been done without the great support that I've received from my wife Bunty, my family, and all those who have served as office bearers and council members of the clan societies over the years, and indeed from the clan as a whole. I'm deeply grateful to you all. I'm particularly grateful to Colonel James and to Robert Camp Gunn for promoting the petition to Lion Court to establish a chiefship, and to all who have supported it. I'm greatly honoured and humbled by the trust which you have placed in me, and delighted that the chiefship has been settled after so many years, and that we can look to continuity in the leadership of the clan in the future, and certainly after my time. I'd also like to thank you, Lion, your predecessors, and particularly Elizabeth Rhodes' Snowdon Herald, for all the support that you have given us in the search for the chiefship since the Clan Society was established in 1960, and to John Malden, formerly Unicorn President, who I understand has recently been appointed Slane's President by the Lord High Constable. Congratulations for that. For presiding over the Family Convention in Orkney last July and advising us on the appropriate arms of the Chief of the Clan Gunn, as there was no record anywhere of what these were. It's good to see so many of the clan here this evening from throughout the UK, Australia, Canada, France, the Netherlands, New Zealand, and the USA for this historic occasion. As Chief of Clan Gunn, I wish to renew the appointment of my commissioners. At the moment, there are two. There is Robert Camp Gunn, who is my commissioner in the Netherlands, or my commissioner's commander in the Netherlands, and Rich Gunn, who is my commissioner in North America. And I'd like them to be prepared to continue in office as my High Commissioner as commander of the clan. Are you, in fact, prepared to take on these offices?
Aye.
No, here we are. Can I ask Robert Camp to come forward? And I'd like to present him with the certificate of his commission and also a pencil, which is a flag which he can fly, showing that he has my commission in the Netherlands. Would you like to come and say something? Yes. Oh, be careful. Yeah.
Dear Chief, I feel honored indeed to receive this commission and the pencil as a badge of service and office to be flown when I representing you in clan events. If I may, I'd like to pay tribute to the late Willem de Graaf, who researched my gun ancestry in the Netherlands. Without his scrupulous and persistent efforts, I would not have been acquainted with Clan Gunn, nor could I serve Clan Gunn in my present capacity. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Can I call upon Rich to come and receive his commission and pencil? Go on. Thank you. Your commission and pencil. That's true. Speak.
I'd like to say what an honor it is to be reappointed as our Chief's Commissioner to North America. At times, I feel like the man in the Ancestry.com television commercial who's walking around in lederhosen thinking he's of German descent, until his DNA shows him to be a Scot. Then there he is in a kilt. Growing up, my family told me that we were German and Irish. You can only imagine my surprise when Linda and I went to a Scottish games in Santa Rosa and we walked past a clan tent with my surname on it. That was the beginning of my involvement in Clan Gunn. Thanks to the mentoring of good folks like Al and Dee Gunn, I was led to be membership secretary and then the president of the Clan Gunn Society of North America. I was later fortunate to be named the Commissioner to North America, a position I cherish and consider to be one of those remarkable moments in my life. Thank you, Chief. I will do my best to represent you in North America.
Thank you very much. Will Todd please step forward? Todd, in recognition of the work you've done for the clan in New Zealand, as president, I would like you to become my High Commissioner for New Zealand. And here's your commission and your pencil. Thank you very much. Would like to.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I have now been given the honour of being the first Clan Gunn High Commissioner for New Zealand. Thank you, Iain. I'll do my best to expand the clan in New Zealand and give assistance to anybody in Australia looking towards establishing a Clan Gunn society there as well. The fact that the clan has been enormously strengthened both in depth and resolve has been due to the events of today and your own installation as chief. The clan is not now a broken clan, but a repaired one, and one that has been invigorated and given new purpose to rise once more to the greatness it once enjoyed a long time ago. With the help of every one of us, it can be so again. Our clan is now complete once more.
There is One other presentation I would like to make. Colonel James Mayo Gunn, who is possibly one of our oldest clansmen, has shown the highest loyalty to the clan over the time of his membership. He's been scrupulous in his fairness in helping research to find the chief of the clan, and I thank him for his spirit of kinship and his desire to see the clan secure in its leadership for the foreseeable future. Colonel Gunn, I hope you'll accept this gift, which bears an image of Staxigare, the village in Caithness from which your family descends.
Hey.
Have I pinched your note?
No, they got to.
Carry on.
There they are. I was born. Too big to drink out of, though, isn't it? You're too kind, and you overstay my part in today's proceedings. My father's motto was, never do today what you can get someone else to do tomorrow. So my small part in today's proceedings is a perfect example of delegation. Rob Gunn and I sat down with the help, I must say, of the Snowdon Herald, Mrs. Rhodes, to produce this petition. And having done that, all the work was done by everybody else. First of all, John collected all the petitions, put it together, and arranged the family gathering, liaised with the Lion Court, and did all of that. That was John. Then all the people who were invited to the thing all came except for one. And he wasn't expected anyway. But they came, nobody refused to come, and they came worldwide. Like, we didn't get New Zealand, actually, but we did have America, Canada, of course. And it was really wonderful that everybody replied, and if they didn't come, they wrote and supported this thing. And then finally, Unicorn Persephone, John Walden, presided over our thing of 18 guns at peace and 1 gun at war. And he proceeded at the end to pass a petition on to the Lord Lion, who gratefully accepted it and has appointed our chief. When all this happened, Rob Camp and I just sat back and watched it all happening. It was lovely. My father would have been pleased as punch to see it all happen. As a perfect example of delegation. And your gift will remind me to my dying day of a very happy exercise with the most successful outcome. Thank you. Thank you all very much.
That's good.
Let me look at it.
Very nice. Very nice.
Lord Lion, ladies and gentlemen of Clan Gunn, I would ask you now to give 3 cheers for our new chief. Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! May you be long in office, Iain, and continue in the love and respect of the clan you lead. That concludes this ceremony, and now I invite you all to go upstairs to the crush hall and drink to the health of the new chief of Clan Gunn.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you.
I understand you're going to be in Utah soon.
I am?
I'm going to be there as well.
All right, and then I'm going to where am I going? New Hampshire in September. There's a games there.
New Hampshire's a nice game.
Well, I'm doing I'm going to be in the Vimeo for Chieftain, which is excellent. Oh, good. So I'm going for 3 weeks. I'm going to have 2.5 weeks already.
Good for you.
Utah.
Yeah, I'm going to be there.
Yeah, I'm going to do that side first, yeah.
I really, you seem to have more.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'll take it for you when we get to the table. This looks good. Thank you very much.
As co-commissioner of the Eastern Canada branch, the Clan Gunn Society of North America, Louise and I, on the behalf of our Canadian members, would like to congratulate you on formally being recognized as, by the Lord Lion, King of Arms, as Chief of Clan Gunn.
Thank you.
Sir, after 230 years, this is an historic day for our great clan, and we are proud to be involved, and please accept this small but rather significant and somewhat historical gift from those of us who respect and admire you, and long may you be our chief.
Oh.
Hey! Hey!
Lovely.
And again.
This manuscript that tells the story of some of these, the history of the Hudson Bay and those that worked for it, including a number of gun people from Orkney and Caithness. Louise researched and prepared this document. Now, Iain, if you wish that in your home, that's your business. If you wish it in the centre, we'll put it in the centre. I think it becomes the business of all.
You recall back in New Hampshire, we met for the first time. I give you a wee thing to take home with you, a Native American dream catcher. This goes along about the same lines. It's not an antique or anything like that, but it's a hunting and fighting knife.
The other Iain, Gunn, with only one eye. Yes. And he sent this to me and asked if I would read it. Fellow clansmen, honoured guests, Chief Iain Gunn of Gunn. This is indeed an historic event for our clan. We of Clan Gunn, Nova Scotia, were privileged to be part of the process that led to this historic moment. It has been a rare opportunity to be involved in the choosing of a clan chief. You have led us well and with great dignity as our commander. Today, with pride and privilege, we welcome Iain Gunn of Gunn as chief of Clan Gunn. The members of Clan Gunn, Nova Scotia, salute you and welcome you as our new chief.
Thank you very much.
And I felt that you should have something from Nova Scotia, and that is for the first mate. The captain. These are items from Nova Scotia, made in Nova Scotia, and we have here a single malt glass and water thimble made by Nova Scotia Crystal, which is the only crystal manufacturer in Canada.
That's very nice.
And also, if I can get it, jeez. Glen Breton Rare,
Oh, how nice.
special handcrafted single malt whiskey made in Nova Scotia, and this poor company were in a lawsuit for 7 years with the Whiskey Association here.
Because we wouldn't let us use the name.
They objected to the use of the name Glen. Now, if you've been in Cape Breton, every second place starts with Glen. Please accept these with our thanks and gratitude as.
Thank you very much.
And we look forward to working with you.
Thank you very much.
May I thank you very much indeed for this, which I haven't yet opened. But one thing I would like to say is that my husband tonight is modelling a kilt which has been given to him as a gift from the Clan Gunn Society North America and the kilt maker in Florida, whose name is
Alexis Malcolm Kilt.
Alexis Malcolm Kilt. And he is now wearing his
My American kilt.
His beautiful kilt. Give us a twirl. So thank you to the North American Society.
Thank you very much.